I remember it well. Yes, sorry, I'm on TikTok talking to one of my weddings that I did a few years ago, 2013. Yes, great couple, Ryan and his wife. Ryan was in the military, and so it's nice to have half the guest in the military dress as well. So yeah, good to have you here, Ryan. Anyway, Hypno News. So whilst we're here and here, so Sean, what's new in the world of Sean this week?
Oh, I think Sean is busy. He's been still teaching. Won't say teaching. Leading a discussion group would be more appropriate. I think the ladies that are in there are way smarter than I am. With the research project that I've been working with, and that's going to continue on into through the summer and into next year, along with teaching the Hypno Ed course for them again. As they start rolling that out. And they're actually this year going to have kind of two levels to it. There'll be a private side to it, and the actual study itself. So
Nice.
yeah, there'll be lots going on there. Got clients coming just actually out of the blue. Phone calls coming up, and one of them is an old friend from a long time ago, so it'd be good to reconnect and see what he's been up to. And yeah, we just keep rolling.
Good. I think it's a weird one because I have this weird relationship when it comes to like the teaching or that side of hypnosis. There was a while when there was a lot of people that weren't doing well at it that were then teaching people, and I kind of got a little bit resentful over it. And then it was only when I started to do a couple of courses myself and teach people that I realised that you get so much more of a deeper understanding of it when you've got to teach it. And I do a level up class thing, like a mastermind group with a group of people. And every month it surprises me how much stuff I learn by talking to other people about stuff, what they should be doing. And afterwards, I always come off it thinking, that was really good. Not in like the sense of I was really good, but in the sense of that's really good information. And you kind of, I think when you've got to teach someone how to do it, I think you kind of make sure your ducks are in a row, and it does give you such a deep understanding of it. So yeah, was it show one, teach one? Sorry, do one, show one, teach one, or something like that. You will know better than that, won't you, Sean?
Um, it is, yeah, there's four steps to it actually. I do, you watch. Um, I do, you participate. You do, I watch. Yeah, yeah, you do, and I stand back and watch, and then you do it alone.
Yes. Sounds like a party I went to once.
Well, the end of the night, if you're still alone at the party, it's
Yes.
what can you
Yes.
say?
Cool. I must admit, I've just finished my show in Bridlington, and was on the phone to Brian for most of the journey back. So it was good to touch base with Brian, talking all things America. So that was cool.
Yep, they have lots going on as always.
Yes, yes. Well, it's the center of the universe, apparently.
No, that's Toronto.
Yes, yes. Cool. So,
Really
Hypno Thoughts was last week.
Mhm.
It felt I had so much FOMO by not being there, seeing all of the stuff and all the people, and it's kind of like logically, my logic head on thinking about it. It was like I couldn't make it out there. I had show commitments here in the UK. I couldn't go, and I was fine with that. I'd reconciled it. It was fine not being there. And then you see people posting,
Yep.
and then you're like, oh, and then you see the pictures of Vegas, and then almost as if like the algorithm just wants to get you again. Your memories from last year then start popping up. So Facebook's reminding you about all the Vegas stuff, and then you're like, oh. And then the weather turned really terrible here in the UK. It got windy and rainy and grey. And then I'm like, oh, this is just. And I had so much FOMO. So for the guys that were out in Vegas, hats off to you. Um,
Yeah, I just saw Casey posting that she just wrapped her Hypnothoughts time up. So
yeah.
You know, it's the biggest conference in the world for hypnotists.
Yes.
You can make a lot of connections in a really short period of time. You can have a lot of fun. And like you said, you know, it's you connect with people,
Yes.
and yeah, there's just so much that you could do, and yeah,
Yeah.
missing out absolutely. Anytime there's an '80s party, you know, it's an opportunity for me to wear my uniform. So
Yes. Any opportunity to get
even
the
if it's
uniform
to the
on.
beach.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely. And I think there's something magical about having a group of people that have a very similar interest in a niche subject such as hypnosis. Getting those people sharing that energy in the same place, I think there's something magical about that.
yeah,
So whatever the conference is, you're always going to do well. But Hypno Thoughts is, it's one of the longest running. It is the biggest. Scott, Stephanie, and all the team involved in it do a fantastic job. So well done to those guys.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
yeah. And now it's, I suppose, the next one for me and for quite a few other people is the Michigan conference, which is Dan Goyette's baby. This is in Detroit at the Hollywood Casino, I believe it is. And yeah, Dan just brings such a personal touch to this conference as well, and brings some great people on board as well. So it's now the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference, because he has a few from all over the shop. But yeah, absolutely. Dan is a real good guy, and does a fantastic job of bringing people together for this one.
Yeah, and you know, again, just earlier today, they were announcing some of the nominees for some of the awards that they were giving out at MIHC.
Yeah,
And hey, well, you and I have known Dan for quite a while. He is, like you said, personal touch. Yeah. Has he got a unique spin for this particular conference? Yeah.
yeah,
Has he got really top notch guest speakers at this conference? Yeah. Uh, is there any reason not to go? Only if you're working.
yes. I mean, there's lots of great things for this conference, but I will say the raffle prizes that Dan puts in are phenomenal. At most other conferences, the raffle prizes tend to be, here's my book, here's my course, here's my discount on my products, here's this stuff. At Dan's, it's like, here's a laptop, here's a Rodecaster Pro mixer. They're real, high ticket, tangible products that are phenomenal. I already know some of the products he's giving away as a raffle for this one, and it's just like it blows me away. I know one of them, I believe, is the Elgato teleprompter. I will say this: that is a fantastic bit of kit. It's transformed my live streams, and helps me put out content so much quicker using that. It's fantastic, and again, that's £300, $500 of a actual product. So Dan does a fantastic job of that. So yeah, looking forward to Michigan. And again, I'm actually looking forward to catching up with some of the people that I've not seen by not being at HDL, which again, so sad about that. Hypnosis Heroes, look at that for a snazzy new logo.
Yeah, just hot off the press, shall we say?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, Brian and I are working to evolve Hypnosis Hero into, I guess, a world class podcast. Let's put it that
mm,
way. And one of the things that we do or are in the process of doing is looking at how we get on Spotify, how we get on um, Apple Podcasts, and a lot of the pieces are starting to fall into place, but you need things like make sure you've got a logo, and
mm,
it's not that Jim's logo wasn't good. It was just that where we're going and where we want to get to is, this one is a, a slightly more professional version of it. So, again, one step at a time. Next step for us is actually the website, uh,
Mm,
and that will hopefully be up by next week.
nice.
And hopefully it'll be actually done. Hopefully it'll be done by tomorrow, but uh, next week is a safe bet.
Yeah.
And we had an absolutely amazing time this week, and next week we have Sharon Magar is going to be our guest. Steve this week was absolutely awesome. He is, like I said, he's just a well-rounded, very experienced hypnotist that
Yeah.
hits on all facets. He does the shows, he does the therapy. He's an instructor, certified instructor through NGH, and again, just a wealth of knowledge. So it was good to reconnect with Steve. And this
Yeah.
week, like I said, Sharon will be coming in. And Sharon found our podcast through Christina,
Awesome.
a lady hypnotist. So
And that's the great thing about the collaboration as well. Fraser Penman's in the comment section and says, "Hope you had a great show tonight, Grant." Sean, hope you are. Fraser, yes, it's in. Do you know what? I had a mixed bag of volunteers tonight as well. Great volunteers, but talk about every spectrum from every walk of life. From one volunteer who had a disability, but was safe and good on stage, but it took some managing. We had some older people, and we had some heavier set people. It made for some interesting routines. Whilst Fraser's here, let's just skip forward a little bit. Fraser will be at the Edinburgh Fringe this August. So there's only a few days left before this all starts and kicks off. I've already seen Fraser in the media doing his PR for this show as well. So absolutely well done, Fraser. The Edinburgh Fringe there's lots of fringe festivals. My local town here is going to be having a fringe at some point next year, I believe it is. There's some great fringes around the world. However, the Edinburgh Fringe is it is the one. Yeah, I think we call that the greatest showman. Oh, bless, there's my ugly one. Yes. And so, yeah, to be at the Edinburgh Fringe is fantastic, but not just at the Edinburgh Fringe. You can, and I've seen hypnotists in the past do this, work the fringe in some little back room somewhere, in some little venue on the free fringe. And, this is the Gilded Balloon. This is the venue at the fringe that you want to do. So this is where all the headliners are. This is a great venue. So well done, Fraser, on getting this and doing this. I know lots of hard work has gone on in the background to make this happen. And so well done to you for that as well. So do check that out. And guys, if you're interested in hypnosis or magic or anything like that, get yourself to these shows at the Fringe and support them. Also at the Gilded Balloon as well, there is Matt Hale. He has his Funbelievable 90s Rewind show there. And again, to be sharing that kind of stage, that venue, two great hypnotists, that's a fantastic thing. So yeah, do check that out. Matt Hale is a nice guy and an unbelievably very different hypnotist as well. So they're, definitely, if you have an interest in the stuff that we do, there are two shows you should definitely go and see. I'm trying to get up to the Fringe, but it's just trying to make it so that the calendars line up that I can do it and not have to do a 6-hour detour to do it. As much I would, if it was just a normal day, I would do the 6 hours to see Matt Hale and Fraser Penman. But if
it
I've
looks
got to
like
go down to
Matt has
Cornwall
a new pair of
afterwards,
socks. Is that what I'm reading there?
with a new pair of socks, I've been told. Oh yes, yeah. But yeah, Matt's a great guy. I wanted to go see a show a couple of weeks ago down in Hereford down here, but again, it's finding the time for that. I'm 100% sure that Matt will go to Fraser's show and Fraser will go to Matt's show. Two great guys doing great things for the world of hypnosis. So I think that's the thing from the performance side of things. You get a level where you want to be working as a hypnotist, and then you want to be doing jobs that actually do the world of hypnosis good. If you can do a good production show, well written, and put it out there in the public domain, that's the good thing. It's great to be doing corporate shows and park shows and resort shows, but to be out there in the public doing shows, that's what does us all good. So well done. Keep up the good work, Fraser.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime that we can promote the profession and leave a good name out there for the next person coming up behind you, that's always a goal to strive for.
Yeah. And I'll say this as well, especially for some of the guys that have been in it for, quite a long time, where sometimes we fall on that thing of going, oh, I've been doing it 20 years. Do you know what? There's people out there that haven't been doing it 20 years, but are hungry and are putting in the work and are polishing the shows. And if you think, oh, I've been doing it 20 years, so that gives you a right to say this in groups and all of that stuff, then you are mistaken. There is always somebody younger, cooler, and willing to work harder right behind you. And so, take a leaf out of that. So, yeah, those guys are doing the good work. I will do a special mention as well to. It's been interesting to see in the groups this week the discussion on magnetic fingers. Um, it's that's
Yeah,
been
I saw that.
yeah, it's been an interesting one because Justin Trans was saying that that's not hypnosis, and I agree with Justin. I also do use it in my show as well, though. But I actually, after I've finished it, explain to people that that is nothing to do with hypnosis, and it is down to the mechanics, which I think does bring people back round to kind of let them know that there is some kind of authority and trust there. But it's interesting to see the group starting to wake up again now. And it's the same characters that are sparring, but it doesn't seem as toxic as it was a few years ago. So
A
hopefully,
spirited debate is a good thing.
yes,
You
I
know,
100% agree.
the going overboard and uh, polarizing, the group. That we want to avoid. But a good, healthy discussion about this is why I think this, and that's why you think this. Okay, can
Yeah,
we agree to disagree? Yeah, we keep moving forward, right?
yes, exactly, and that's it. Speaking of hypnotist, that's Jason Simmons's mug.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he came to a show that I was doing, and he bought a mug. I think it's his daughter that prints the mugs. So yeah, he gave me his mug, which is quite nice. And again, it's Jason does some fantastic stuff in the world of hypnosis. So I think with TikTok, YouTube, social media, Reels, Instagram, you can put some really good stuff out there for if you, especially for performers.
Yeah, and take a page from Jim. His social media is still going strong. He still is
Yeah,
posting, but you know, um, he's posting a lot more than some of us, are. And
yeah.
uh, you
It's
know,
it's it's seeing Jim's post. It inspired me to get a scheduler, just because it's like it's amazing that even now, 6 months on, 7 months on, he's still posting more than I'll probably say 70% of other professionals, and he's been dead for
I'd say
seven
that number
months.
is higher. I think you're being conservative there.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think you're right. I think it's more than that. And he's been dead for 7 months, and he's still got better social media than a lot of other hypnotists that are out there. So yeah,
Yep,
it
I'm working on it.
yeah, it always it warms my heart when I see his posts. It makes me sad and happy at the same time.
Yep, that's that. Well, that's Jim.
Yeah, yeah,
He could do both.
yes, exactly. Cool. Let's have a look at PHS.
Yes, we should. We would be remiss not talking about PHS.
Exactly.
Uh,
PHS, the Performing Hypnosis Summit is in January. Speaker submissions are open. Get those in now. Start to get a few questions coming through on the old email now, which is good. Hypno Thoughts is out the way now, so now is the time to start planning your Vegas trip. If you are into entertainment hypnosis, performing hypnosis, then this is going to be the place to be. It's really interesting to see some of the speaker proposals that are coming in, and I'm really excited for this year because it seems to be maturing a little bit, as in the sense of like real, tangible takeaways when it comes to the business side of things as well, which is what we want. The networking and everything is all great, but it's also important that the performers, the people involved in show business, actually come away with tools that are going to improve their business as well. So yeah.
uh, and if you are somebody who's considering jumping on stage or giving corporate
Mm.
presentations, or you've never done any kind of that presentation work, this is a great place to start. You
Hmm.
can see again the spectrum of new hypnotists, newer people who are just starting out, and what I'll call the veterans,
Yep.
that have been in the trenches for years. We'll
Yep.
use 20 as a number because you used it before, and or more, for some of them, and you get that benefit of the experience. But at this particular conference, you can buy them a beverage and
Yep.
absolutely get every gold nugget of information that you want, because we have that built into our schedule.
Yeah.
We have time for connection.
And I'll say this as well. Again, from that whole 20-year thing, as a professional of some success in the industry, it's easy to kind of go, I don't need to go to something like this. I already know everything I need to know. I've already got that stuff. I've been doing it X, Y, Z. The reality is you come along to this and then you speak to someone that's been doing it 50 years, that has got some real insights that really does change how you look at it. And then most importantly, you get to see some fresh faces in it. Joe Beff did a fantastic talk last year on like his first 12 months in stage hypnosis. And that really kind of it gives you a fresh injection of ideas, because what worked for me over all these years is one thing, but when someone new comes into the industry, they have a different perspective, and you can learn both ways from there. The old school can learn from some of the fresh guys, and everyone else can kind of learn from each other, and that's the important thing. Nora Noble is in the comment section. Nora, how
Hey,
are
Nora.
you? Loving the profile picture there, Nora, and hopefully you are well, or getting, on your journey. So yeah, it's PHS. It's we're a bit biased, obviously, but
What?
it's a good spot.
Me biased?
Exactly. Yeah, Sean's not biased.
I'm Canadian. I'm not biased.
Yeah. Yeah, Fraser says it's absolutely right there. Never stop learning, and that one conversation that you never thought could be the difference you never know you needed. I'll use uh, Tommy Giorlando.
Yep.
There we go. Great example. Um, came to PHS. Him and Israel had a conversation with
Tom Silver.
Tom Silver. There we go. I nearly said Tommy V then. With Tom Silver, they struck up a relationship and a friendship in a very short space of time. And now they are licensed to give his presentations and his trainings, which is absolutely fantastic. An opportunity that probably wouldn't have happened without PHS. There's so many connections that have happened at this conference from the performance side of things. It really does, it helps cement those relationships for people that you're going to be sending work to, for people that are going to send work to you as well. I think that's the important thing about it.
Yeah. Again, connection.
Yeah.
If there's any one word that I think describes the summit, and he's from Michigan as well, is connection.
Yeah.
You really have an opportunity to connect with people, and Tommy is a perfect example of that. In a short period of time, could he pick up the phone at any time and give Tom a call and say, "Hey, what about this?"
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it went one step further, one step beyond that, and now Tom's legacy is going to be coming through Tommy and Israel.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, Israel's a connection that I made there. And what a great guy. Like,
Yeah.
what a great guy. Great energy. And obviously, and Buster.
Yep. Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Hypno World magazine.
I think Dan sent me a note about writing an article.
Yes.
Should probably do that, Dan.
Yes. That's the Spring 2025 edition. It is newer than that now. But great magazine. And if you are anybody who's anybody in the field of hypnosis, write an article for this magazine. Get yourself published. It will do you good. It will do your SEO good. It will do your authority good. Be published. It's as simple as that. It's a great magazine. If you're not already subscribed to it, subscribe to it now. 2 reasons. 1, it's a great magazine. 2, 3 reasons. 2, your friends are going to be in this, so support them as well. And 3, just support it. You'll end up as a published person with some authority by being in this. Blog
Right.
posts are great, but to actually have something physical, tangible in that, then that is the best thing.
And that's the key, right? Having something physical. Well, blog posts are good, but people go to books to verify things.
Yes.
People go to the written word to verify things. And we
Yes.
all know that the written word online can change in an instant.
Yeah.
So having something with some permanence to it, something that's tangible, that's a big step forward, like you said, in showing people that you actually know what you're talking about.
Yes. And it's exactly said about the permanence. It's a real thing. It's a real magazine with some real authority, and if you're featured in it, that adds weight to you. And again, I can call myself a cover model because of that.
Well, as long as you don't call yourself a cover girl.
Exactly. But yeah, it's a great thing. And if you don't support it, we will lose it. And then when we lose it, it's so
Everybody
difficult to
think,
get these
why
things
did
back
we
again.
lose it? Yeah. You know, Dan puts in a lot of work on this
Oh,
magazine,
yeah.
uh, and Dan loves it. I mean, you know don't take anything away from that. But Dan is looking all the time for how can we promote the profession? How can we get hypnosis out there? Not just to hypnotists, but could you imagine if you had a bunch of these magazines in your office waiting, your clients are there and they're flipping through and all of a sudden they come across your article?
Yeah.
How much more credible are you in their eyes? You know? Doctors' offices, what are the, so I'm sure some of them have magazines going back 15 or 20 years. Uh, you know,
Yep.
why not? I know a lot of people still have, they've graduated to TVs and whatnot, but there are still some offices where there's a nice little table with some reading material on it. There's your reading material.
And that's it, you know, to just casually have that magazine in your waiting room so your clients can casually pick it up and flick through it and see your article. Your authority is already raised. You know, the therapy work you're going to do is going to go so much deeper by the fact that they looked through the magazine and stumbled across your article. So yeah, Hypno World magazine, do check it out. The Canadian Hypnosis Conference is coming up in October as well.
Yep, we're still waiting on some information about that, but the dates are at least in the book, so you can start making plans. And once we have more information, we'll let you know what that is. But start making plans if you want to get to the actual center of the universe. It's our nickname for Toronto. um, you know, uh, start looking at flights. Don't book anything until you got all the information and the
Yes.
speakers have been released and that sort of thing. But start looking at it. October comes right after September, so from Michigan to Toronto, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump across a Great Lake or two.
Yeah.
And again, it's coming back, and for Canada to put something on like that, we've got a lot of people that we can draw on here. But I have
Yes.
no doubt that we will have speakers from around the world, as we always do.
There's something I don't know what's in the water in Canada,
I
but
do.
you guys produce some great hypnotists. Salish, Mark Savard, and many others.
Yeah, Wayne Lee.
Wayne Lee, yes, of course.
I mean, if I had to pick any one person who is the premier hypnotist now, still in Canada, it'd be Wayne.
Yeah.
Every time I pop my social media on, he's been someplace or he's going someplace. He's
Yeah.
just on the go all the time. That guy.
Isn't Nadine as well from Canada?
Nadine's also from Canada. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all of the greats in the field of hypnosis. You go through the list and like Canadian, 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 Canadian. He's from Yorkshire. Canadian, Canadian, Canadian.
Oh yes, Mike C. Anthony also is.
Maxie Anthony, yeah,
In.
absolutely, yeah, you're
Mike
right.
Mandel would be in there.
Of course, yeah.
Uh, Chris
Mike
Thompson.
Mandel, how weird. I was at a business event a couple of weeks ago, finished presentation, talking away, and a videographer guy who specializes in like 12K videos for time lapse for massive construction sites that go on over 6 months. I thought, what have we got in common? But he requested to have a one-to-one so we could have a chat. And halfway through, and he's gone. He says, I used to know a guy that did a bit of hypnosis. I was in a jiu-jitsu thing, and I was a whatever belt in jiu-jitsu.
Mm-hmm.
And we had this guy come over from Canada who did this special type of jiu-jitsu. And he was a guy called Mike Mandel.
Yep.
And he started telling me about this particular version of jiu-jitsu that not many people in the world know, but one of the only people that is able to train in this stuff is Mike Mandel. And he's gone, so have you been a hypnotist? Have you heard of him? And I'm like, yes. Says Mike's quite big in the world of hypnosis.
Yeah, that's again, the hypnotic world. What does he call it? The hypnotic epicenter of the world.
Yeah,
Toronto.
absolutely.
If things don't revolve around Toronto, I don't know. The world might fall apart. You never know.
Oh, and Sean Kostiak as well.
Oh
Modern
yeah,
Fraser.
that guy. I've heard of him.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, that's it for me this week. But yeah, when's the next episode of Hypnosis Heroes out?
So we're out Tuesday night again. So this week coming up will be Sharon Magyar. The week after that will be actually a couple of hours earlier to accommodate Cormac McColleran and Jody Solberg will be making a return appearance So watch for that. We'll have all that information out shortly, and yeah, it again, just we're getting all these uh, top notch guests that are in the world. They're doing the work of hypnosis.
Yes.
They are working with clients. They are entertaining. They are hosting workshops. Uh, they're actually out there doing things, and that is uh, not yet. We're working on it, Fraser. We're working on it. We've got a couple of steps before we get there. The logo redesign was one of them, so progress has been made.
Well,
Uh, you
that's,
know, it,
progress is progress.
that's right. And again, anytime we can connect with people that are actually doing uh, something positive, promoting the profession, uh, getting hypnosis out into the world, uh, that's awesome, right? So
I had a brief message exchange with Fraser during the week, and the topic of that conversation was about doing the work of hypnosis. That's the shortcut. That's the bit that people don't realize, that the shortcut to success in hypnosis and in every field is doing the work.
we even say that to parents when students don't turn in their work. You know what the penalty is? Do the work.
Yeah,
If you would just do the work, you would find out how much further ahead you could be.
yes. And it's so many people are looking for the shortcut. And it really is just doing the work. So, yeah, cool. Speaking of doing the work, I've got to go. I have a business networking event in about 4 hours.
Eat some sleep, man.
Yes, yes, absolutely, Fraser. Be the noise.
Yep.
Well, do you know what? I'll disagree with you. If you want it bad enough, you'll do it. Some people have to want it bad enough because they'll do it. But no matter how much I want to be a bikini model, it's not going to happen. Sports Illustrated are not going to be knocking at my door, no matter how much I want it to happen. Um, and so I do think, and again, I think it's the same with stage stuff. Some people want to be stage hypnotists, and they want it badly, but it's never going to be right for them. Um,
It's not badly enough to overcome their limiting beliefs.
exactly,
It's Grant.
exactly.
You can be whatever you choose to be.
There we go. Yeah, I'm sure you would, Fraser. Yeah, can I just put it out there that there is going to be no bikini calendar of me and Sean? Although that does sound like a great idea for a charity calendar.
What can I say? We could have a 12-month calendar of uh, great hypnotists.
Yes, we can launch it at PHS. It is in January. It's the
The
perfect
PHS
time to
calendar. There
launch
you
it.
go.
Yeah. If you and Brian could do the first couple of months, I'll do spring summer. Just because I can't be posing in a bikini when it's cold, and we could just have all the greats of hypnosis as each month of the calendar.
Fun and
Yeah,
games.
cool guys. Thank you for joining us this week.
Oh,
Thank you for those
Fraser says
points.
he'll do winter. He loves the jacket.
Oh well, I mean Fraser's from Scotland, so it's always winter in
Well,
Scotland.
that's on my list is to get to Scotland. I want to go see some of the places where my ancestors came from. I was actually poking around trying to figure out which clan my grandmother belonged to or what the lineage was, being a Clark, so from around Aberdeen.
Oh, nice.
So
I will say this: Scotland is one of the most beautiful places, depending which part of Scotland you go to. Scotland is one of the most beautiful places in the world. Um, it really is, and the people are absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Inverness. I think the accent in Inverness is lovely, and I love the Cairngorms. But then I also like Dumfries by the borders, so that's really nice. Yeah,
It's okay.
cool.
Fraser will tour us around.
Yes, is this? Yeah, there's some great spots up there. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Alrighty. We will see you next week with Hypno News.
See
Until
you
then,
next week, guys.
take
Take
care,
care.
stay well, be awesome.
Be awesome. Cool, guys on TikTok. Thank you for joining.